Waterfront. It's certainly a buzz right now with activity as preparations are underway for its latest edition, that is a Maritime Museum, the Namibia Maritime Museum, opening its doors on the Wednesday, that's the 11th of September 2024. Now this three-story museum covers some 2,000 square meters and will house ancient watercraft, fossils, maps, etc. And to help us understand what exactly will be housed in this museum and what this means for Namibia, we're joined by Aino Ngesheya, who is the director of the Namibia Maritime Museum. Mr. Ngesheya, a very good morning to you. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to your viewers. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we have made very good progress as a country as far as, setting up museums, as far as preserving our history. And now for the first time, we're adding a maritime museum. What does this mean for Namibia first and foremost?
Right, for starters, this will be Namibia's first maritime museums, and the focus is to highlight the connection between humanity and the sea. And what we are really trying to do, our main mission is to promote the understanding and the appreciation of the ocean, so that we are able to, protect the sea so that they can sustain us and the generations that are coming after us.
Very much indeed. Without giving away too much, obviously we're waiting for the official opening on Wednesday, but what can Namibians expect to find in this museum?
All right, like you said, it occupies about 2,000 square meters, and it's at 5 floors actually.
Five floors?
5 floors.
Wow,
indeed, we have a rich collection. So in our collection, you find the largest collection of ship models that are actually made to scale from different parts of Africa and the world. You find ancient maps, a collection of ancient maps and modern maps, a collection of navigational and astrological instruments, and informative exhibitions. We have actually collaborated with what we term our museum partners, key players in the maritime industry, to put up these interactive and informative exhibitions in the museum.
Fantastic, sir. Who are some of those key players and partners who've helped make this museum a reality?
We have collaborated with a number of partners. We have the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources. We have the Namibian Navy, the diamond mining companies, NAMDEB, Debmarine, NDTC, NAMDIA, NAMCO, NAMPort, Kel Blue, this is actually based here in Loderet, and many, many more that some even when they visit our museum, when some visitors come to Loderet, we give them a sneak peek of the museum, and some have actually offered to come on board, and we are still expecting more.
As I mentioned, we did get a chance to get a small sneak peek of the museum, and I saw there's a lot of international participation as well, a lot of artifacts as well, provided by perhaps international partners. Talk to us about that aspect here.
We have had international partners as well from different parts of the world. We have the European Union, we have the Russian embassy as well, and it's limitless really. It covers the Namibian context and the world context. We are highlighting the Namibian maritime history as it is connected to the maritime history, and as you know, Loderet is quite rich in the maritime history.
Absolutely. Of course, there's a huge aspect of setting up a museum is the collection, and more importantly, the preservation of these artifacts. Talk to us about that aspect. We saw some of the guys yesterday still touching up some of the artifacts, etc. Talk to us about the collection and the preservation of these artifacts.
Thank you very much. A museum, in fact, its main objective is to preserve. So we have well-trained people on the ground, and the main objective is to ensure that the museum is sustainable. It is here serving the community. In fact, we are expecting to have a lot of visitors, both locally and international visitors. So the main objective is to ensure that the exhibitions, the displays are actually up to international standards of maritime museums.
I know, of course, you've you're well versed in the space of history and museums, etc. You've been in the space for quite some time. You're as far as Oranjemund. Talk to us about what this museum means, especially for the inhabitants of Ludres, but also for the broader country, especially looking at your experience in this space and it being the first of its kind here.
Yeah. It will be the first of its kind, and the main mission, like I said at the beginning, is to impart knowledge on the aspects of the ocean, so that we have the appreciation of the ocean. So to that effect, we have devised a comprehensive education program that targets Namibian learners, actually, and we will also provide coaching in careers in the maritime industry.
Fantastic.
We are going to host a number of lecture series where we bring together experts, mainly drawn from our museum partners and the community, and we dissect on most of these aspects. The museum will also have outreach programs targeting mainly remote areas, so that we take the museum to the communities. But the idea is that we would like everybody to come to the Maritime Museum here in Ludres. It's a must-visit destination.
Very much indeed. And it opens its doors officially on Wednesday. What can the public look forward to come this Wednesday?
We're actually excited that at last it has been a long time coming. It's a culmination of more than 10 years of hard work and commitment. So we are excited that on Wednesday we are opening our doors and we are hitting the ground running. We will have the head of state, His Excellency Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, to officiate and officially open the museum. And after that, we'll be delighted to host all number of visitors. So I'm encouraging that everybody finding themselves in the south must make it a priority to visit the Namibia Maritime Museum.
Very much indeed. I know, just lastly, what do you hope will be the legacy of this museum for the years to come in?
Like I said, our main focus is on education. And like the mayor has already alluded to, this museum is expected to be a major draw card for tourism. So it will make a significant contribution to local economic growth here in Ludres and Namibia at large. And we would like to see to it that our people are, capacitated with information, so as to ensure that our oceans are protected and our marine resources are sustainably utilized. And we have about 14 million tons of plastic going in the ocean almost every year. So we would like to see to it that we have addressed these aspects and challenges that are facing our marine ecosystem, and just to ensure that we have an appreciation and an understanding.
I know, pleasure talking to you. All the best for Wednesday. Of course, you're still doing a few touches. Are we ready to open our doors on Wednesday?
We are 100% ready.
Fantastic stuff. There you have it. I know Ngesheya. He is the director of the Namibia Maritime Museum, which will open its doors this Wednesday. Of course, as you heard, President Nangolo Mbumba will be officially officiating at this occasion. Of course, it is a 5-story building that spans over 2,000 square meters in total, of course, capturing the rich maritime history of Namibia, and those doors open this Wednesday.